Effects of that heavy rain in Putnam County from last week. The village of Kalida cleaning up after more than 10 inches of rain flooded that area within just a week's time. 13 ABC Senna Ora in Putnam County tonight. Senna?
Well, here in Kalida, the roads are all back open. There are no longer any threats of high water, but as you can see from the grass markings of the water behind me, the swollen rivers and creeks did make their mark. Here at the community park near Kalida High School, the ground was under several feet of high water. Now, it's been a rough week for homeowners and farmers. The heavy rains in nearby rivers made this the worst flooding in Kalida history. Now, many are dealing with the aftermath of flooded basements and fields. The president of the Putnam County Historical Museum says their basement, where thousands of donated historical items were stored, flooded. They were able to save most of their inventory thanks to the quick work of volunteers who hauled up the books and artifacts as the water quickly seeped in.
We'll probably lose some other things, but not as many as what we thought. But we don't know how we're going to put it all back together again because we have to tell what each one is and who gave it, and that's a hard job.
And the Historical Society says their furnace is no longer working. They believe the water damaged the circuit board. They say with the donated historical items, it's tough to put a price tag on their loss. Reporting live in Kalida, Senna Ora, 13 ABC Action News.
Parts of Putnam County are still drying out after some major flooding. The village of Kalida was drenched last week with nearly a foot of rain. 13 ABC Senna Ora went to Putnam County to see how residents and business owners are dealing with being waterlogged. Senna?
Well, Bill, with the Auglaize and Otto rivers nearby, 10 inches of rain in a week's time soaked Kalida. Business owners we talked with say damages were kept to a minimum thanks to the quick action of residents.
I never ever seen it that high.
A bird's eye view on Friday showed Kalida surrounded by floodwaters. All that's left now are watermarks. This land surrounding the community park in Kalida High School was under several feet of water, and sandbags still line many sidewalks. The owner of On the Square Cafe says even with multiple sump pumps, they were still on edge.
I stayed on it for 26 hours straight and didn't stop cleaning up and mopping, sucking water to stay ahead of the game.
Business owners tell us these sandbags that surround the shops in Kalida will be removed on Monday. About 4,000 bags were donated. It was all thanks to a group of volunteers.
So with the community support of probably a couple hundred people, we were sandbagging and putting plastic across the building and doing what we could do to stay alive.
At the Putnam County Historical Society, hundreds of historical items are drying out inside a donated shed. Thousands of artifacts were hauled outside because the basement filled up with 3 feet of water.
A disaster, that's for sure. As far as that part, it just happened so fast. The water come right up through the sewers and just boiled up through, and that's what hurt us.
We just had thousands of items. So we had people came in with big trailers, and we carried the stuff out and put it on the trailers and took it over to the different homes.
The furnace no longer works and some artifacts were permanently damaged. But with the help of residents, the Historical Society salvaged most of their inventory. Now begins the tedious task of locating and tagging each artifact. Reporting in Kalida, Senna Ora, 13 ABC Action News.